Welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. In this morning's update, crypto is getting hammered this morning, and it's not by a lot. But as you can see, XRP is down to down 2.48% to 59.39 cents. I talked yesterday how we had to hold 60 cents. We initially started to push out, but now we've started to break back down here a little bit. And hopefully this just ends up being a wick here in the daily that came down to 591. Now we're looking to make sure we can close over the 60 cent mark. We're just trying to make sure we stay over this descending triangle. But today what's playing against us is the US dollar currency index is up to almost 106. I've talked about this, how the US dollar, now it's at 106, how we're at a bullish continuation. I put out the technical first move, which is right here at 10. Let me put this down. I forgot to put the arrow across. It's at 106.23 from the first measurement. But now the interesting part is we have eyes right now. If we break over this for 10, what is this right here? This is pretty interesting. 108.53. We have eyes for 108.53 with the US dollar currency index. And we'll get into the precious metals in a second, but it is my biggest hope and wish that everybody in my audience paid attention to the precious metals, which we'll get into in a minute. But first, we got to go over XRP. So XRP is down 2.43%. That US dollar currency index is it's devaluing right now. And this is what's so important about gold, silver, the commodities. They're running against the US dollar currency index spiking right now. Imagine what's going to happen when that comes back down to reality. Gold and silver is entering it's in a bull market now. When we go into that, with everything bad that's happening in crypto right now, with all the uncertainty, we have our beautiful combatant right now of owning gold, owning silver, the precious metals we started buying in this community in 22 and 21, when gold was around 1,600, silver was around 17 bucks. Right now, silver's over $29 an ounce. Gold's over $2,400 an ounce. Some of these mining stocks that I gave out with very, very key intel are just rocketing right now. We'll go over Newmont, we'll go over First Majestic, and we'll go over B2 Gold in a little bit. But just understand, there's something huge going on in the precious metals market that nobody's talking about. We're talking about it. Gregory Manarino, Peter Schiff, few people are talking about it, Mike Maloney. But as a whole, social media influencers are doing a very big disservice to their crypto audience. Because the crypto influencers keep saying, crypto's the new store of value, Bitcoin's the new gold. That's all BS. I love crypto and I love trading and being in the cryptocurrency for the new era. But it is not a precious metal. I'm sorry, it's not. It doesn't hold its value. It's way too volatile. And I've been trying to build with this audience for many, many months, many, many years with the commodities and precious metals. I get laughed at a lot in this very community because they think that commodities are a joke. They think it's yesterday's news and they think cryptocurrency took over. Couldn't be farther from the truth. Crypto and precious metals go hand in hand. If you want to make real life altering wealth, you take advantage of both sectors at the right time. We're looking at XRP right now, and I know the mindset's bearish. I know everybody's giving up. But the bottom line is, there's a reason why we hold other assets as well in cryptocurrency, because XRP's been lagging. It doesn't mean it's a pile of shit. XRP's behind. It doesn't mean it's off track. XRP is still at least 1x behind pretty much the rest of the market. That doesn't mean that it's garbage. Just remember in 2021, XRP went from 59 cents all the way to $1.98 in 9 days. Prior to that, I heard the same nonsense. Bitcoin's outproducing XRP. XRP can't keep up with the competition. XRP's the biggest crap. It's all the same nonsense. And then what happened in 9 days when XRP did that, everybody jumped on board and they all lost all their money. Because they wouldn't buy it when it was in the consolidation zones. They wouldn't buy it when it's in the accumulation phase. But then once the move happens, everybody comes out of the woodwork. Everybody. Right now, while it's in the painful moments, everybody will bag it. But the bottom line is we never even broke this expandable uptrend. In fact, we could be just coming down here to 58.4 cent area to confirm that we're in an expansion zone. So we'll see what's happening here. But obviously, we don't want to come down much farther than this 58.4. Otherwise, we already know the outcome. Like, I'm not afraid if it happens. It's just I would prefer for us not to break past, like, this descending triangle. I prefer for that 58.4. Look at that. 58.4 is the area right now. The uptrending expandable zones at 584 and this descending triangle support on the breakout back test is at 58.4. We're going to 58.4 cents. Just be prepared for it this morning. We've got to go to at least 58.4 cents to test it. I talked about 58.4 if we lost 60 cents yesterday. And as I will continue to say, I still expect 74 cents, but that doesn't mean that we can't come down to 50 cents first. I'll continue to be transparent so everybody can understand. The ones who mock me in the comments, very good, because we need to stay honest here. We need to see who's on point and who can be trusted at their word. And the only way for me to know in my audience if somebody has integrity is through your comments. So at least it tells me who not to talk to when somebody acts like a dick. So that's XRP. We know the backtest of 58.4 cents coming. We've got the XRP market cap dropping 781 million, or down 2.33% to 32.71 billion. Right now, the market cap, it's below that 32.9. And we very well, if this comes down like this, could come back down and double bottom. This is severe danger zone now, because XRP cannot. And let me fix this, because we are in this expandable zone, but honestly, that's fine. But it's giving us evidence right now of something that's going to be much more beneficial for our pattern. Much more beneficial, especially with current evidence. And then, if I'm looking at this for the market cap, and I'm trying to be real with myself, this is what I come up with in my head. Every single time, whenever I try to do this, I always come up with this now. This is what happened when I first woke up. I didn't want to set it up until, like everybody knows, I like to do this when everybody's watching so that you can be updated on your charts if you're following along at home. But this is what continuously in the daily, what I keep seeing. I don't think there's anything wrong with this either. I think this is the expandable consolidation that it created, and this is going to tell us whether or not we're going to break out of this section, bearish or bullish. If we were to break below this, this is where you get that consolidation, and I understand 22.6 billion is down below. It isn't just going to happen in one shot. That's, if we're being real with ourselves, it's not going to just happen in one shot. But a breakdown here certainly could bring you close. I mean, you're talking about 25.5 billion, 25 billion. Wow. On a breakdown. So that's technically in the market cap. Well, now, if we look at it, we're like, hey, Tom, what about if we break up? Well, that's what I like to hear. What if we break up? So the odds right now are not exactly with us just because we're on a bearish proposition here. But if we break up, that's 41.45 billion out of this formation. So very nice consolidation. And unless this structure breaks down, like we said, and 584 gives way, then we have something to worry about. These don't give way. We're in good spots here. Still in consolidation. With what's going on with the U.S. dollar currency index over 106, it's not bad where we're at right now. Bitcoin's down 267 points, down 0.38% to 69,753. We talked about this yesterday. It's either we hold this ascending formation, which it looks like this is I'm not sure if this is actually a gravestone doji or if this is more like an inverted hammer that's only partially formed so far because we're so early in the daily. We'll see. Right now, though, Bitcoin's backtesting the breakout right around the 69,800. If it falls back below, then you're coming down to this probably 67,000 support. So, but Bitcoin right now is on the threshold. If it continues up, it can go up to 78,988. But right now, we're backtesting this as we speak. We're backtesting. So, but it's an engulfing candle to the downside in the 2-hourly, so I don't have much hope here for this candle. I'll be honest. Looks like we're going to have a nice retracement here right back down to the uptrending support. And if this busts, which it looks like it's going to, I think we're going to come back down to like 67,680. The way it's trending right now, it looks like everything's in consolidation mode. We got the XRP Bitcoin pairing. We talked in the live last night, ironically, that if we came out of this descending triangle, that not only would we come down here, we might very well come down to this 812. That's where that comes from. this could be the expandable zone, and it can come all the way down to, what is this? If we lose 844,809 is the likely third test of downtrending support on this descending triangle. This is very bullish right now. Very bullish reversal. It's just, we don't know where the reversal is going to happen. If we come up here now, US dollar's up to 106.08. This is crazy that precious metals is running like this with the US dollar. I've been trying to front run precious metals and commodities for everybody. Everybody. I told everybody to buy B2 gold. I dropped $4,222 at $2.44. Very transparent. I dropped $2,222 on Newmont at $33.53. I dropped $1,400 on First Majestic at $5.34. Newmont has a 3.3% plus dividend. B2 gold still over 5.2%. And I've been trying to front run these commodities for so long. I just hope somebody in my audience was listening and you guys are making bank on this, because this is, like I said before, the easiest money we'll ever make, because nobody's talking about commodities. Silver's so far behind, and gold has been backed up forever. And now that it's at all-time highs, every single precious metal essentially on earth, except for silver, is at all-time highs. And silver is still $21, $22, about $24 an ounce away from all-time highs. But what we're seeing today is a true breakout in the metals markets. Not before. Before was great, but when the US dollar currency index is spiking like this today, up to 106.10 now, and precious metals are ripping it. Gold's up $41 an ounce to $2,413 an ounce. It's unbelievable. My technical target's 2,447. We are well on our way. Well on our way. Silver, well on its way. And we've busted out here. We bounced off that 2767 resistance. So I just wanted everybody to be aware of what was going on this morning. We're looking very bullish in the metals markets. Now, I'm sure a lot of people will try to buy in because now everything's moving. And oh my God, I should have listened to Tom. Now, whoever buys in now will get caught up at some point in consolidation. Not a breakdown, but in consolidation. Everybody also knows that I took out that iSilver's trust. I took out a $350 call option for $29 for January of 25, just about a month ago. The iSilver trust was under 22 bucks. It was at $21.80 when I did it. So I'm up over $5 a share right now on my call option. And I'm not looking at where it's at, but I'm hoping it gets, well, not even hoping, I know it's going to get over $29 an ounce, that iSilver trust, before January of 25. And I'm banking on it. So pay attention to all markets, because there's a lot of money to be made and there's a lot of money to be missed. And what I mean by that is everybody who says precious metals and crypto's the new store of value and precious metals don't matter anymore, you haven't been paying attention. For anybody who doesn't think that you can get rich off of commodities, you have not been paying attention. I told everybody last year the cycle flipped, which means precious metals, commodities were back in the front. No lies are told here, folks. I try to keep everybody ahead in a way that I don't think anybody else who presents cryptocurrency can put you in the position that I do. I do this with my heart and soul because I want everybody to legitimately be ahead. I do. That's the bottom line. I got to talk to somebody that is in the live yesterday. Ended up sending me a friend request on my PS5, and we ended up playing Fortnite last night until I don't know, for a couple hours. But it was cool to talk to. Avi4 Life, so it was fun to talk to somebody from the audience. But we did more than just talk about crypto. It was really fun. It was a cool night. I look forward to more. So the audience is starting to be able to go back and forth in a way that I have always dreamed of, as far as being able to share knowledge, not afraid to speak up, because that's what we need to do here. And at this time, we have to pay attention to the analysis. So with that being said, let me do the intro, because I have not done that. Please make sure that like button so YouTube recommends this update. If you're looking to trade XRP in the USA or even abroad, there's BITUNIX in the video description below and our pinned comments. Make sure you get this shit together today. Excuse my French. We're down under 60 cents. If you're looking to get into cryptocurrency, make sure you have an exchange downloaded that has the lowest spot and leverage trading fees on the market in the USA. Make sure you use someone who you don't need a VPN and you don't even need to do a KYC if you send from an exchange to exchange a withdrawal and deposit, no KYC needed. And now, since the recent update a few days ago, you do not have to hold your money in United States Digital Tether anymore on BITUNIX. They now have USDC, so now I transferred my $3,200 into United States digital currency. I'm still waiting to make a trade. As I said yesterday, I was tempted at 60.8 cents, but I really wanted to see if we were going to have a back test at 58.4 if we failed, and that's where it looks like we're going. And that's the wider pattern. But remember, we can still back test this descending formation, or not the descending, but this is the uptrending expansion zone, but we can still back test this descending structure at 584 and not fall through. So pay attention to that. So good morning, 10:26 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, April 12th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. I haven't even done anything yet today. I haven't even opened my eyes, really. And my precious metals account is up $375 today. So basically, I've made more today than a lot of my peers who are going to work right now. And that's not by accident. This is by design. We've set up our precious metals accounts for a reason. We've set up our commodity stocks for a reason. We also have cryptocurrency for a reason. We knew things were starting to come down a little bit as we talked about the DXY was on way to 107, 108 for the last couple days, and that depreciates the price. That's why precious metals running like it is right now, it's unbelievable. With the US dollar currency index going parabolic right now, and precious metals moving like this, imagine what's going to happen when that reverses. It's almost hard to believe that we're only 54 cents away from $30 right now with silver. It's unbelievable. And we will have areas of corrections. We know this. So be careful where you insert yourself. But this has been a spectacular tailor-made move that everybody in my audience could have made a lot of money on. I've already made several $1,000s on my precious metals trades. And I showed everybody the step-by-step formula where I took my, I had 93,000 amp that I bought at 0048, so 0.4, so just under a half a cent. And we watched it go all the way up to 1.7 cents when I sold in like 3 days. Well, I took that money, which was over $2,000, and I put it in precious and commodities. As I said, I put $1,400 right away of that $2,000 into First Majestic for silver exposure. That's up better than 50% right now. And then I put the rest of it into Newmont Mining, which is up 20-something%. But the point is we can predict the markets. We can predict the cycles. And now that we can do this, there's no reason to get left behind. There is no reason to be left behind in this cycle. You just have to pay attention and be comfortable in what I do. What I do is not traditional for crypto traders. There is not very many crypto traders that I've ever heard of, especially influencers, that push precious metals and commodities at the rate that I do, at the right moments. Some people talk about stuff when it has no relevance. So right now, the Bitcoin dominance chart, and this is what's bringing crypto down, the dominance chart is expected to go up to 55.59%. We talked about this the other day. If it has a true breakout, the technical target's 57%, but I'm breaking it down into a short-term time frame. So first target's 55.59%. Second target's 57%. This would put a downward spiral on the alt tokens. So just understand what we're dealing with here today. It's not just, hey, this is this and that's that. Expect XRP to likely go down to 58.4 cents unless it's just a wick right now. And we pull up here and we come back up to 597. It doesn't seem to be the case to me because we have another engulfing candle in the 2 hourly. But we're starting to get into that oversold territory. So I think it would be beneficial for XRP to come down to 58.4 cents. I can't help it. So I want to read this too, and then I'll release this video. But Ripple CTO comments on Brad Garlinghouse XRP anti-scam video. David Schwartz, a high-ranking executive of Ripple, the company's chief technology officer and one of the XRPL creators, commented on a recent video published by Ripple featuring Brad Garlinghouse. I'm going to look for this for the live tonight. So if I do have it, we'll play the Brad Garlinghouse video tonight in the live. In it, the Ripple chief executive takes a prominent dig at scammers who frequently impersonate him in videos published on various social media platforms, but mainly on X, Twitter, and YouTube. David Schwartz issued a rather ironic comment on the anti-scam video, saying that he saw it for the first time during a meeting that took place on Zoom. He also mentioned the joke when Garlinghouse says at the end of the video that at least he's got his hair, right? The CTO concluded his tweet by saying that he was disappointed when he watched the second time, providing a vague explanation of that. The first time I saw this was on a Zoom meeting. Right at the end, someone sent me a chat in the meeting that read hair, and I thought it was a joke put in the end of the video that made it even more awesome. I was disappointed the second time I saw it. In the video, Garlinghouse slammed scammers who try to impersonate him as pathetic lowlifes and said that Ripple was fighting back against them. Aside from the Ripple boss, the video features his doppelganger, who promotes a typical crypto scam, telling users they should send him any amount of XRP and get double of that back. Such a scam, and I tell my audience all the time, Ripple will not give you any tokens. So if you see, send 1,000 XRP to get 2,000 back, you're being scammed. If I tell you I'm going to send you 1,000 and you're going to send me 2,000, I mean, come on now. If I tell you send me $1,000 in cash and I'll send you 2,000, are you going to fucking do it? No. So there's no reason to buy into these lowlifes. I'm sorry, but I understand it. You understand it. We all understand it trading crypto. We're not very bright, the ones amongst us. The ones who understand crypto, very smart. The ones who understand pattern recognition, very intelligent. The ones who understand bear and bull markets, way ahead. The truth is 95% of cryptocurrency traders are looking for an easy dollar, and they couldn't read a chart if it bit them in the ass. They couldn't see a pattern form if it slapped them in the face. Unfortunately, these are the same YouTubers everybody's watching. They couldn't read a chart if it bit them in the dick. Oh, excuse me. If it bit them in the, if it bit them in the eye, they wouldn't even be able to feel it and see it. So scammers have been trying to get cryptocurrency users to part with their XRP for many years now, but only since approximately 2020, they have been more persistent, forcing Ripple to start fighting with them. 4 years ago, the blockchain slammed YouTube for allowing crypto scams that feature Ripple and deepfake videos of the chief executive. Recently, thanks to emergent AI tools, fraudsters have begun conducting much more sophisticated cryptocurrency scams. Recently, U-Today reported that quite realistic-looking Brad Garlinghouse and Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson appeared in such fake videos, urging the community to send them XRP and ADA and then to receive double of the amount. I mean, how naive are human beings now? Hello, if it's too good to be true, why the hell are we doing this? Do you know how many people are losing their cryptos because of this? So you're telling me if I send them 10,000 XRP, I just expect them to send me... Come on, guys. We're not that naive. We're not that naive. So I do what I do. We got to be smarter than this. I don't want to hear anybody being taken from this bullshit. Receive double of the sent amounts as part of the giveaways. Charles Hoskinson commented on that, sharing his prediction that within the next few years, such AI-generated deepfake videos will be impossible to tell apart from real ones. That is not a lie. That is not a lie. And then the last thing I want to read very quickly, XRP needs to break through this level for the bull run to resume. Ripple price analysis. Ripple has recently exhibited subdued price movements characterized by a period of quiet sideways consolidation. I like to compare this against my own analysis. Nonetheless, the XRP is close to a significant support region marked by the presence of the 100 and 200-day moving averages, fostering expectations of a modest bullish reversal in the medium-term Ripple price analysis. Upon careful examination of the daily chart, it becomes evident that following a recent substantial decline, the price has settled around the pivotal support region encompassing the notable 100 and 200-day moving average currently situated at 58 cents, which is why that structure needs to hold at 58.4. We don't really want to deal with this. Consequently, a period of sideways movement is anticipated in the short term as the price consolidates or oscillates near this crucial level, ultimately propelling it towards the critical resistance at 66 cents. Ripple's long-term trajectory appears to be consolidating within a decisive range, with 70 cents serving as a crucial resistance and 58 as a crucial support, a significant support until a breakout occurs. The 4-hour chart. A closer inspection of the 4-hour chart unveils notable fluctuations in Ripple's price with the formation of a potential head and shoulders pattern, a well-recognized bearish reversal, which we've talked about, and that's why we can't afford to lose 58.4. Otherwise, we very well could be visiting 55.5 to 53.8 all the way down to 49.9 cents at the bottom of the handle support on the cup and handle. However, the cryptocurrency recently experienced a downturn breaching the pattern's neckline and completing a pullback to the broken level. This price action suggests the intention of sellers to drive XRP lower. Nevertheless, cryptocurrency currently lacks sufficient momentum, increasing the likelihood of a prolonged consolidation phase near the 60-cent threshold until market dynamics favor either buyers or sellers. In the event of a successful breach below this pivotal support level, an extended bearish trend towards the 55-cent support zone could be triggered. Conversely, should buying pressure materialize around the 60-cent range, a rebound toward the 66 resistance level becomes imminent. Please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update. If you made it until the end and you want to show me personal support, consider one time per month sending YouTube Super Chat, as it greatly helps the program, or joining Tom's Army, and in month 1 you get the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. If you made it until the end, pay attention to everything I've said today. Pay attention to that 58.4 cent mark for XRP. It's very, very important. Pay attention to Bitcoin. If it breaks down past like 69,000, we know 67,000 range is likely where we're going. And then on top of that, if you made it until the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments. Don't forget to give thanks to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on this Friday morning. Pay attention to commodities, because we're about to have an explosive weekly close. And pay attention to cryptocurrency, because although we're consolidating, that US dollar currency index can't go much higher from here. We're looking at about 108. And once that happens, expect that to reverse back down very, very fast.